So today we're talking about a crime spree. So of course we're wearing all black everything.
Oh, no. Not all black everything. We are the ladies in law. We have our heels on.
Oh yeah.
Hey everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Make sure you like our video and subscribe to the Ladies in Law.
Yeah, you know that little heart and thumbs up at the bottom of your screen? Click it before you do anything else.
Right, because legal news like this is too hot to miss. And we're bringing it to you every Thursday at 3 p.m. I'm Rippy.
And I'm Shake.
And we're the Ladies in Law.
Where we're ripping and shaking up all the legal information you know, need to know, and want to know.
From the tabloids to the courthouse to your own home.
Ladies in law, ladies in law, ladies in law, ladies in law.
There's this Metro Detroit couple, especially in Oakland County, that have been going on this wild crime spree. They have literally burglarized 30 different businesses.
What?
Yes. And they've had their children in the car during all of these instances.
Who is this couple?
Their names are Andrea Dawkins and Romello Buggs.
And how old are the children?
1 and 2 years old. And Andrea is currently pregnant. Yeah. Well, Romello, protecting his woman and his children, claimed that they have all these medical issues. Okay, so it should prevent Andrea from getting in trouble. The kids, of course, are not going to be in trouble at all. But, I mean, legally, you have to, if there's a claim of medical issues, the law requires that medical personnel check out the person. Well, they're fine. There are no medical issues. So Romello doesn't work. Yeah.
Wow, I feel so bad for these children and the situation that they've been placed in. Police said that they found a hammer inside the car, and the couple just outright admitted to breaking into these businesses and taking $100 cash like every time.
Wait, $100? Why would they just take $100?
You know,
go and just knock it out.
Yeah.
One time and done.
Right, hit a big lick or two. Well, I can't speak for them, but maybe they felt like the businesses wouldn't notice $100 gone versus $1,000. The couple has actually said that they've fallen on hard times. You know, with all this going on, a lot of people are unemployed. They've lost jobs, lost housing. Maybe they felt like, if I only take $100, this business will have grace on me and not really push for these charges.
Businesses are struggling though.
That is true. Maybe they feel like they'll get more grace under the law. I don't know, but I do know that they admitted to doing this and that they said they did it in order to feed their family. And if you think about, they're with the children. They probably didn't have any money to pay for childcare.
Yeah.
It's like, do we go hungry or do we go get this $100?
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel terrible for this couple in the situation they're in. I'm sure they don't want to have been doing what they were doing.
Right.
Especially involving their children. But the law is the law. Okay? And they are being charged. They're being charged with breaking and entering with intent and driving while license suspended. So they didn't even have their driver's license.
That's crazy that you're driving around night after night, breaking into businesses, and you don't have a license.
Yeah.
But what are the penalties associated with these charges?
Okay, so that's the big thing. Breaking and entering with intent, that is a 10-year felony jail sentence. That's big. And driving while license suspended is a 93 jail time misdemeanor. And that's just jail time. We're not talking about the fines and costs associated, probation or parole, times 30 for each of them, for each of the individual crimes. Well, as criminal defense attorneys, if Ms. Dawkins and Mr. Buggs were to retain and hire us, we would have to create a defense that they have a right to. Well, unfortunately, financial distress is not a defense and it is not an excuse for these crimes. It just isn't. But when there's sentencing occurring and when the judge and the prosecutor are taking everything into the entire picture into account, as defense attorneys, definitely argue, no, they were under circumstances that almost made them feel like they had their backs against the wall. They can't get employment, COVID's going on. Clearly they have their children with them because they can't afford anybody watching, a babysitter.
So we would paint the full picture.
Absolutely. So that would help alleviate a lot of the punishment, perhaps, and that's the best argument you can really make in those circumstances. Or even
the prosecutor maybe help get some of the charges dismissed or reduced.
Yeah.
Negotiating a plea deal.
Especially when you've got 30 each of you you're facing.
Yeah. So in addition to these criminal charges that this couple will be facing, they're also going to have to deal with CPS in juvenile court. Yeah. So whenever children are involved in some type of crime scene or children have been harmed or neglected, CPS comes in, performs an investigation, and removes the children from the parents' care. Okay. So they usually place the children with a close family member, close friend, while the case is pending.
Okay. Yeah. So wait, are they going to try to keep the children this entire time, or is it permanent? Like
so there's two types of cases in juvenile court. There's a temporary termination and a permanent termination. So with a temporary termination, the parents will be placed on a treatment plan, similar to probation in a criminal case, where they have to do certain things in order to get their children back. So they'll have to do parenting classes, they have to show proof of employment, suitable housing, if there's any type of drug problem involved, which may be the case here. They have to go through substance abuse treatment and things like that. And if they successfully complete everything, they'll get their children back.
Wait, so is it more, so they have a chance?
It depends. I don't know what type of case will be brought. The other type of case that is possible is a permanent termination where the court is trying to take away the children permanently and place them for adoption. So we'll have to see what comes out of this case. It really depends on the circumstances surrounding the case, the parents' employment, drug problems, things like that, if they have prior CPS history, if other children have been taken away and removed and adopted from them. So it just really depends on what kind of case is brought. But the court does prefer reunification. So in all circumstances, that's number one. Try to get the children back with their parents. Yeah. Obviously, it has to be in the best interest of the children. So if it's not in the best interest of the children, the court's not going to allow them to go back to the parents.
So you were representing this couple, say, hey, this is an outlier circumstance going on. They don't have drug issues. They don't have an unhealthy home.
Right.
They just don't have money right now.
Right. And then with the treatment plan, the court can help them get those type of services, help them get jobs, suitable housing, and things like that. So what I would argue is that, look, they've fallen on hard times. They need these services, and if they complete them, they should have the children.
Absolutely. So this Metro Detroit couple, you're not just going to get affected criminally. Your children, especially if you involve them in this situation, are as well. So thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe so that you get all of the hottest legal news every week from the Ladies in Law.
That's another episode of Ladies in Law, not your average lawyers.
Ladies in Law, ladies in law, ladies in law, ladies in law.